Hey everybody, welcome back to Checkpoint on Campus. And Jacob, you have a story for us that just lets everybody know that gaming, especially college esports, is not always about who's got the highest KDA or who's flexing on who. A cool charity event went down last week. So Jacob, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, video games can do some cool things, it turns out. So there were 11 esports teams that participated in a 3-day gaming marathon that raised money for a charity. The charity was called Make a Kid Again, basically just kids who have life-threatening illnesses being taken on adventures with their families. And the event was called Spread the Love. And so Spread the Love raised about $3,000. And it was pretty much just all these schools, which I'll read them in a second because there's 11 of them. But they pretty much just played video games. They did like little Rocket League tournaments. They did little League of Legends tournaments. And all to just kind of raise money for these viewers that were watching. And so those universities involved were University of Mount Union, University of Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky University, Ohio State University, Butler University, Wright State University, Rochester Institute of Technology, Center College, Eastern Kentucky University, and Miami University. And you might notice
Word to the Rust Belt. Word to the Rust Belt. That's where all those schools are. Word to the Rust Belt.
Well, I mean, you can also notice outside of a couple of these schools, most of them are not big schools. So kind of like how we talk about how like Division 3 esports schools can go up against the Division 1 esports schools. This is kind of the same thing of like these small schools can start having the impact of these Ohio State schools because they're all in the same esport. So that's a really neat thing. But League of Legends, Rocket League, it was just a cool little thing.
Yeah, and you know what I really like about this sort of thing is I've always had this mantra that for esports to get bigger, it's going to have to go smaller. And what I mean by that is you're going to have to do more of these sort of community-based events, regional events, things that make the kids in those communities feel attached to a whole esports community. You know, whether it's, people talk about the LCS, we talk about the Overwatch League, we talk about even these collegiate esports leagues. But a kid in the 8th grade can still say, oh, I live in the same town as Maryville. They're good at esports. They're good at League of Legends, and follow them and watch them and want to be on the team, but still feel like that's so far away. I think the more we do stuff like this where college teams can go and get involved in the community, do workshops, do charity events, help these kids kind of, play at a higher level. I would love to see like that kind of pro-am thing where, maybe a college team does a workshop with a group of 5th graders and teaches them how to play League or Overwatch. Like, that would be so cool. And I think there's a unique opportunity for college to do it because you're already for many of these schools, you're within the communities. You're already there. So all you got to do is go down the street to your local middle school and hold a workshop, man. So, Jacob, I want to thank you for sharing this with us because this is such a cool, heartwarming story.
Yeah, I mean, just like what you're saying, to get schools on the map, the more tangible things that you produce and the more eyes that are on you, the more real you are. So, the more involved colleges are in their communities, the more real, the more tangible esports becomes for people.
And at the end of the day, you endear your community to your institution. Kids want to come to your school now. It's as simple as that. And with that said, that's going to be it for the show. I want to thank not just Jacob, but also Andrew and Sebastian for joining us on the show. And we will be back next week for more Checkpoint on Campus. Stay safe, y'all.